Good audio.
Are we good
Yep,
to
ready
go?
for volume. Okay, you're good.
All right. Well, we'll bring the December 16th, 2024 Apex Public Art Committee meeting to order. So welcome everyone. Our first order of business is to approve the November 18th, 2024 meeting minutes. First, if there's any comment or question. Hearing none, do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
There's a motion. Second?
Second.
And a second. All in favor?
Aye.
None opposed, so the meeting minutes pass. Next up is a town liaison report with Taylor.
All right, the only thing that I wanted to say is to prepare your calendars. So our next public art meeting is on January 27th, 2025. That is a little outside of our normal calendar due to the MLK holiday. So you'll see that request in your email if you haven't already.
All right, very good. All right, and then on the chairperson's report, so a couple of things. First, I just want to thank Bethany for leading the holiday painting again this year.
Great.
It looks terrific, and also thanks to the schools, Apex High School, Apex Friendship, and Thales who participated in that. I think they did a great job, and
It's still all up.
way to go! It's still there. Hasn't
The rain
rained
didn't
hard
wash
enough
it
to
away.
go away, so that's pretty good. But yeah, thank you for doing that again. Let's see, a couple of other quick things. Triangle Artworks has got a couple of events coming up in January. One is a grant workshop, so that's on January 14th. It is midday, so mentioned it to Taylor, and she may be an opportunity for somebody from the town to go, but if there's somebody here that's available and interested, that might be a good one to sit in on to see what might be available for art grants in the area. And then on January 28th, they have their annual event called Smash, and it's an event where there are artists and there are groups such as ours and other types of groups that promote art and do art projects. That's a good kind of mix and mingle, and you can learn a lot from each other and meet some artists and that type of thing as well. So it's a very good event. I've been in the past. I know Taylor's been in the past, so it might be something that we get somebody from the group to go to. I am actually out of town that week, so I can't make it, but maybe somebody else can. So if you're interested, if you want to float your name to Taylor or myself, that's on the 28th of January. All right, we'll go on to public comment. Seeing no public, we'll move forward to old business, and the mural on White Oak Creek Greenway is our first item up on the agenda. So we got some exciting news. We got some concept designs coming in, right?
Yes, we did. Yeah, so officially we can publish the name of the artist too. The artist Sean Kernick has been contracted for this project. The Public Art Committee does already have some beautiful concept drawings. I'll be emailing you guys those this week. He was able to come from our design consultation call with so much inspiration. He came back with a whole packet, 3 large thumbnails, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So he is working through those based on our timeline that we have given to him so that the mural is painted by March 2025.
And then the idea will be to provide some feedback on those concepts amongst this group, but then also the other members of the team that are from the neighborhood communities there. And then we'll assemble that feedback in some way, shape, or form, and maybe get together early January again, and then have Sean do one more pass, and then we'll finalize sometime in January the design. Okay. All right, good stuff. Any questions from anybody on that? All right. The next one is crosswalk art on Salem Street, and the call for artists closes tomorrow.
Yes, it does. We currently have 4 applications, 3 of which are viable and decently strong. So if nothing else comes through tonight, you'll also be getting those to review. and look at those general applications. We'll kind of do something similar to what we do at the sculpture walk, where you'll kind of rank. It'll be a little easier because it's not quite as many. You'll be able to rank them 1 through 3 and give me some feedback. And if we have a consensus, we can kind of jump forward on that artist contract. So if needed, based on the feedback that comes back from this group and the group that we're going to be working with on this, so our representatives would be those from downtown businesses, as well as economic development, traffic and infrastructure, those types of people that need to be in on these design calls. If there's no competition and comments, then we can kind of move forward with a specific artist. So hopefully we can get that moving quickly. Yeah.
All right, good stuff. Any questions on that one? All right, next one up, another crosswalk project, and turn it over to Sean.
Sure. So I've got, we kind of talked a little bit about this. I've got some designs that I'd done. I just put them in the crosswalk channel for us. But I can just pull them up as well. So basically I was kind of looking at, and I couldn't get the trapezoid shape, but we can assume what it would look like. I don't know if there's a better way to share it or not, but I can just kind of show it around. So basically the idea is it's a field.
Oh, yeah.
There's 2 of them. One's in front of the soccer for the multi-field, the multi-use field. One's in front of the baseball side. So this one's kind of just like a soccer field look to it. Whether we have the white lines, I'm not 100% positive on that. Soccer ball, lacrosse sticks, dog prints, then just some like swoops for like something a little bit more arty than just like soccer balls and lines. And then I did another one, just different colors too. I thought the red looked too holiday themes. I went with the gold for Apex, obviously. And then the other side is like in front of the baseball thing, kind of similar thing, just like baseball diamonds. And then with the baseball there as well. That was the wrong one. The baseball, and then just little dog paws going through it. If I were to change anything, like just on my, without getting any feedback at all, I was just thinking like having, as soon as like the little paws go through some of the paint, like having them change color and to go to that as well. Just something to kind of bring it together a little bit. And then maybe I was thinking about adding the like swoops on this one as well, but I wanted to kind of get feedback on that also. So just I thought green, just full green of some sort, maybe 2 different variations of it. Obviously fields and balls, but then something else that we can kind of tie together to make it a little bit more artsy.
You said you shared it already in the Slack channel. That's good. So how about if everyone kind of puts their thoughts down and sends, we can either share it via the Slack channel, or is that okay to send it that way?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So why don't we maybe share that way, so that everyone has a chance to kind of review, take a look at it, and maybe share their thoughts, and then maybe make a couple of tweaks or whatever based on that input, and we could keep working it offline like that if that works for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm wide open to feedback.
Yeah, okay.
I did all the constructive criticisms from art school and stuff like that. So yeah, let me know everything you got.
Yeah.
Do we want to have a feedback deadline of like January 4th or somewhere in that?
Deadlines are always good.
Yes.
Let's say
Okay.
Yeah.
Saturday the 4th might be easier to do offline feedback by then. Okay.
That works. Yeah, and I mean, even if you don't like them at all, feel free to tell me.
Yeah.
I want to know everything you guys think.
Thank you.
Cool.
All right. Well, that's great. Thank you for doing that and getting that kicked off. Right out of the gate, they're very strong, really good stuff.
Okay, right.
So it's a good thing to be able to make a few comments on.
Sure.
Great stuff.
And then one quick thing about that too. Sorry, they are supposed to be kind of like a trapezoid shape. I got some new program and I couldn't cut the corners off, so it would be like the trapezoid shape of like the way the parking lot flows in. So other than that, though, that would be just like this.
Oh, okay.
Is it, I'm trying to picture in my head
Like
the
that.
location. It's one is like where the sculpture is crossing that park.
Yes. Yeah.
Going
On
the
the far side,
entrance to the parking lot by the sculpture,
Correct.
and
Yeah.
then the other entrance to the parking lot
That's right.
is the one closer to the soccer field.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Thank
That's
you.
right. All right, good. Any other comments or questions at the moment on that? All right. Thanks, Sean.
Sure.
Next one, digital art. So we're still working that project, we've got some correspondence that's been going back and forth with a company that provides digital art, and so they're reworking a proposal. They sent a proposal. We had a little feedback from them. They're reworking that proposal, so hopefully we'll get that shortly before the end of the year. You know, we're hoping to get that, and then maybe Taylor, you can give us an update on the other aspects of the project.
Sure. So we are currently working through planning's review process for the small town character application. That has been an ongoing process, as we know. They're waiting on one final drawing from Avcon, so I've been working with them on that. Otherwise, it is a construction project from now on, trying to get the structure up, getting all the permits for that. So we've been working through those items and learning new things. But yeah, it's looking very promising. It's finally we're finally seeing drawings, which is great. But yeah, I'm hoping to have that like up and ready to move in spring. Feels like a lot of our projects are going to be in the spring. So yeah, we're looking forward to that and getting some content on the wall.
Okay.
Just a thought, Taylor.
Yeah.
Would it be cool if we had like a month before, like a sign? You know how like permitting has like a sign that's posted that says like coming soon.
Yeah.
You know, public art project with like a QR code, maybe because
Yeah.
you know everybody wants to ask questions, so it might kind of answer some. It creates some like I don't know. If,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing or
Some
not.
buzz.
Yeah.
But maybe like just if we have, I don't know if we have a page about it or anything, or I don't
Not
know
yet.
if you know if there's something about it, but
Yeah.
people always
No,
want.
I think that's a
ask
great idea.
questions.
Start the buzz early.
Yeah. Well, just you
Okay.
know, like having like those zoning signs that everybody's like there's something kind of generates interest.
No, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. Anything else on that one?
That's the biggest thing.
All right, good stuff. All right, sculpture walk. So both the present one and future. So we've got a couple of sculptures that we collectively selected or make a recommendation for purchase. Those will go forward to the town council now in January. So if all goes well there, then there'll be permanent residents of Apex, I guess, after that. And we've identified a couple of locations where those could go. And so again, if they're approved, they'll get relocated to those locations at the end of this current sculpture walk. So that would be March-April timeframe. Then with the new sculptures coming in, those artists will be notified this week. We are already started the contract process with call them lease locations. They're not really a lease, it's just more of an agreement with private property owners where those reside. So there's 5 of those that Taylor's already started that process. So that's good. So January will be contract time with the artists, and then we'll keep moving forward and get them installed in April. So things are moving forward on that as well. Any questions on any of that?
Tom, I have a question. So the sculptures that the town will purchase, those are going to go into new locations
Yeah.
that we haven't displayed before? Okay.
Right, yeah.
Because don't we have additional or more than our usual number of sculptures coming in for the next
It's
one?
the same as this year.
This year, okay.
But it was a little uptick from the previous year.
Okay,
So,
gotcha.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Well, we tried to keep those on the rotation.
Yeah.
Because they're in a good walking
Yes.
maybe pattern, we might say. The others will be actually near downtown too, so technically they could be part of the walk
Okay.
as well. Yeah, so that's where they would be located.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
All right, and then Peak Fest. This was raised last time to think about us re-engaging, I guess, with Peak Fest. We've been there several times over the years, but it's been a couple of years since we were there and present. The town always has a number of the groups from the town present at Peak Fest, so I feel like it would be, I think the team kind of thought it would be good to return, if you will. So one of the things that we need to, well, a couple things. One, like, what do we want to do there? So we need to think about that and come up with the idea and really start working on that right in the new year so that we're ready for it, because May will come really fast. And then also make sure we have coverage for it, right? So maybe the call today is to kind of check your calendars. And if you want to, you could feed this info into me if you want. Let me know if you feel like you could be available that day or not. And if we have enough people, enough coverage, then then we'll plow ahead. We'll come up with some ideas. So, and also you can share ideas that you might have with me as well, and then we can bat those around, and you also use the Slack channel for that to maybe brainstorm on ideas and things like that too. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Okay. And then the art guide. Susan.
Okay. Yeah, so I was mentioning it last time, but last time I was in Durham, I came across a little pocket guide that they have that it's actually Discover Durham puts out for Durham, which is a marketing company. But it's 50 pages, which includes maps and descriptions of public art in different regions of downtown. So, I mean, Durham's big. So, Central, South Durham, whatever. It's pretty big. But I was thinking maybe we could do a smaller scale of this for Apex with our public art pieces that we have that are owned by the town and also owned by private folks or companies. And list that with a map. The front has a sort of a map with a legend of, similar to our sculpture walk, I guess, but possibly doing something along those lines. And Tom and I were talking and thinking maybe if we could meet with the marketing department of the town and put our heads together and sort of brainstorm an idea. I don't think it would be super costly. Yeah. But it might just be something nice to have in various places that people can just pick up.
Yeah. They have some great material online, right?
Yes.
We do, like the
Yes.
marketing team's done, and really it's converting it to something tangible, I
Right.
suppose.
Right.
And right, I could see that at the Halyard Chamber.
Right.
The
Senior Center.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea. Am I able to make a copy of that?
Sure,
And then I'll
sure.
return it to you. at
Oh,
some point,
absolutely.
maybe at the next
Absolutely.
meeting?
Sure.
That would be great. And I'll set up a meeting with a marketing representative so that we can all kind of
Okay.
chat if you'd like.
That'd be great.
I know we'll have Susan on that. Tom, do you want to be on that one as well?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, does anybody else want to be on that call? It will most likely be during work hours. I'll publish it to the group on Slack
Okay.
once we get a timeline for that. It will most likely be early in the new year
Okay.
because most people are in and out of the office
Yeah.
this week.
Okay. Sure.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments, input on that?
No, that's cool. I like it.
Would there be any digital corollary to go along with it, or if there's a new design for this type of book, could that design then influence kind of how the webpage is laid out?
I would think so. Yeah, I think that's a good suggestion, and we should bring that to the conversation with the
Yeah.
marketing team. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got our logo, but I mean, I love the fact that it's bright. I think we need something that's going to be that's going to pop. Yeah. And then sort of draw you in and,
Right.
because I don't know, I just like tangible things. I like to, I don't know if it's my age, but I just do. I don't want to just be doing this to my phone all the time,
I think that you'll probably
Yeah.
find a movement back in that direction
Yeah.
just as people start to realize that they want to get away from this. Yeah,
I'd say minimally, there's a place for both, right?
Right,
so-
and it could be like a piece of art itself because you have you have the renderings inside.
Right,
So
right.
yeah. So anyway.
Well, good. That's a good idea. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Any other new business today? All right. Well, hearing none, then maybe we have a motion to close.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
There's a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, meeting adjourned. Have a good holiday.